Oh god. Okay. That was stupid. Oh my goodness. Guys. Today's not my day. Alright. Anyway. So, with that being said, it definitely... let me see audio output. Make sure that everything looks good. Okay. Yes, dagnabbit indeed. Dagnabbit indeed. Alright. Everything should be... Hey, 4D Viking. Yes, very much boomerang. Everything basically just like reset. Other than the muted part, that was on me. Because I tapped the top of my microphone when I got up earlier and I forgot to tap it again. So... yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of the world we live in nowadays, where whenever something screws up, you don't get to pick up where you left off. You got to completely start over. So, I think... let's see. I've got bones down in here. And I'm thinking... obviously this is going to be a lair for something, although I don't know what. But that's for the DM to decide. My job is to dress this place up and make it at least somewhat believable. But I want to have enough variety in here to make it interesting as they turn corners and such. They see something new. Let's flip it. There we go. A little bit more variety. Let's save it with what we've got so far. Ooh. Ooh. Dang it, Sir Clueless. That's exactly what it should be. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if maybe... you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put... a wall right there. That way, whenever a player's walking down this way, they can't see what's in here. That's what I'm gonna do. A hallucinogenic trap. Oh, you said something about bioluminescence earlier. That's not a bad idea. Let me see if maybe... I think they have some sort of like a... they have some sort of a thing in here, although it might be plant life. But it would not necessarily be out of the question. What's up, Psychosis? it would not necessarily be out of the question for there to be some sort of bioluminescent plant life, I guess. Let's see. Let me Google that real quick. Algae and fungi. Okay. So, like, bioluminescent mushrooms, maybe? That would probably be... fly agaric. That wouldn't grow there, I don't think. Let's see what else. It's oceans. Yeah, I could just use, because they have sewer plants in here. And I could repurpose those. Let's see, that's all coral and stuff. Dragonfly wing shrooms. Rainbow rubers. Hey, yo, Xanderfell, good to see you. Yes, they're clueless poopy plants. Let's see. Yeah, so far so good, Xanderfell. Had a bit of a stream interruption earlier, but we're back up and going all right. I'm thinking... I mean, these are made up, right? Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, you know, I think these rubers make sense, and then maybe the wing shrooms make sense, and then I'll throw some... here, let's do this. You You know that I'm looking at that looks a little bit like a butthole. Oh man. All right, we're getting rid of that. We're gonna shape it differently. Yeah, well, I basically had to. So the YouTube side, I had to start a new stream, which sucks. Yeah, we're gonna shape this a little bit differently. There we go. That does now. It doesn't look so much like a butthole. I don't want to see a butthole, but you know, if a butthole's there, I'm gonna see it. There we go. That doesn't look so bad. Let's see. Okay. So you can go. I like the hallucination thing you had there, Sir Clueless. So I think I might do that. And what makes sense to me is yet another pool. So we're gonna make another pool. Let's see. It's gonna take up a decent portion of this room here, I think. Up. Let's see. I'm gonna start over on this. Let's see, because I think what we want to do is a little bit different here. All right, so we're gonna start over. Make these a little bit smaller. How did I do this earlier? Yeah, it's a little bit different. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Never seen it do that before. Okay. Let's. I'm attempting to make a lake. Or not a lake, but you know, just a pool. Ooh, that would be cool. Having, oh god. Ayahuasca turtles. Even though ayahuasca is not a mushroom. That would be cool. Oh, dang, man. A little stiff. And Dave's not here to comment on the stiff. Oh, the mimics are all over the place, dude. I didn't tell you. This gold pile here, fantastic. This, I'm gonna have that, you know, in my own headcanon. Obviously, DMs can do what they want, but in my own headcanon, this gold pile here is a mimic. Let's see. I don't want to do this. Curve that around. Let's see. Which one would be good? I'm trying to recreate here a really cool formation that I saw in one of those pictures that I was kind of using as a reference. And, oh, actually, here, let me do this. Get rid of this one. Because there's some really cool formations that, like I was saying before, I think probably before my stream died. Really, really, really cool formations that seem illogical. But I want to attempt to kind of sort of recreate them a little bit, you know? Now I need just a really, let's see, a really tight concave angle here. Will that work? Maybe if I Boop. Scale it down there. There we go. All right. And then this would be... Let me see. I got to get this in the foreground here. And then maybe this would be... What color would these formations be, I wonder? Let's see. Yeah. See, a lot of caves are not actually gray, so I might be a little off in my coloration of the whole thing to begin with. A lot of it's like kind of like a white or sandy color. But I think overall I'm alright having it kind of having a majority of it be gray. And then just accenting it with a little bit of reds or more sandy colored formation. So I think I'm going to go... I think for these in particular... How do I want to do this? Do I want to do sandy color for... No, we're going to go gray for this outer portion. Let's get rid of these. Let me get rid of these little rocks here. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the water. We're going to turn the opacity down to about half. Periwinkle? In what world is that periwinkle? Or what? In what world is periwinkle in a cave? I'm looking for periwinkle rock formations. I don't see any periwinkle. And to be honest with you, I don't know what periwinkle is. Let's shrink this brush size down a little bit so I can tighten up those edges, baby. Ah! Biggles! How's it going, buddy? Let's see. Oh, you know what I want to do? I need to do this. I need to make this... I need to make this kind of a sand color. It's another one of those toadstool things. And then, after that, I'm going to come back with the water and just dump it on top here. Let's do this. want to give it a little bit less of a texture scale. That way it doesn't totally match up with the there we go. All right. Let's see. There you go. Boop. All right. That looks all right. That don't look too bad. Let's go a little bit more. Periwinkle is a flower? Hmm. If I were a woman, I might know that. I think women know flowers just inherently, like they're born knowing it. And men know what a carburetor is, just inherently. That's the main difference between men and women, is that men know what carburetors are and women know what periwinkle is. Now, men can know what periwinkle is, but they have to search it out. Okay, so mushroom time. And I think we're going to do just boop and just have boop, 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 boop. Oh, no. There we go. Women know how to bypass the compressor and men know how to Google. And then let's throw some of these winged mushrooms in here. Whatever the hell these are. I'm just assuming they would grow up around the edge, because growing in rocks, well, I mean, they can work their way on through rocks. Oh, you know what I should do? All right, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, my God. Okay. This is going to have... I keep clicking on the wrong doggone thing. I'm going to throw my namesake on there. Oh, there's Fey water. Bruh. Okay. This is going to be Fey water. Okay. So I'm going to... Okay. I'm going to basically start this part over. I'm going to come back over it. I'm going to color it sandy again. Because if I just go back over the regular water, it's all you're going to see is water. So we want to color that sandy one more time, and then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to get the... do I want green or blue? I kind of want green. Green's my favorite color. Okay. That's kind of filled in a little bit there. And then we're going to turn the... I'm going to come back in. turn the opacity back up, turn that back up. We're going to come back in and just cover this all back up. You see what I do? I screwed it up already. Erg! Come back in, do this. I shouldn't have done that part first. Should have done the other part first. Order of operations is very important, people. It's very important. Dang it! Can't color inside the lines. And then we're gonna back in here. We're gonna turn the brush size up. We're gonna turn the opacity up just a little bit. And then we're gonna come in and fill in this gap here. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, bitch. Beautiful. These are kind of like a purple. Yeah, so we're going to come in here with these. We're going to use random stamps here. We're going to scale them up just a tad. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring these up to the 5th layer, I believe. Boop, boop. What layer is that? We're at the 5th layer. Okay. And then we are also going to change them to kind of a purpley light. I think they'll just be kind of situated out over these, over the outside of these mushrooms here. It's odd. They must be odd. They must be slightly transparent because they glow white over the water. But you know what? Actually, I don't mind that so much. Oh, caffeine's getting to me. My fingers are twitching. Oh, this is dope. This is dope. That's such a good idea. Thank you, Sir Clueless, for this idea. You've got a point there. Yep, yep, we got periwinkle. I actually look at this as, I don't know, is it more of a lavender maybe? Oh man. And I think what I want to do is just kind of have um kind of want to. You don't know what you did? You know what you did. You son of a gun, you. Oh, welcome back, Pickles. I didn't know you left. Yeah, and then I think I want to have... I'm going to change... I'm going to have a pretty decent sized light source here. Here's what I want to do here. Opacity down just a little bit, and then... Oh, yeah, that really brings that out. Look at that, guys. You had to move a barbecue. Are you having a barbecue today? I want some, damn. But winter has decided to rear its head and say, no, I'm not done with you yet. Every time I work on this, I get a new favorite part of this dungeon, and this part is my new favorite. Oh, that's right. I forgot you're moving. Are you moving with JJ? Or you both just happen to be kind of moving at the same time? Woo! Yeah, those, you got a particular game you're wanting to join there, Sir Clueless? Ah, same time. Okay. I see, I see. Yeah, some of these VTT programs are a little rough on your computer. Like, I don't think so. Sir Clueless, if you join something that's, oh, excuse me, for the most part, I think if you join something that's Roll20, Roll20, to my knowledge, shouldn't be too terribly labor intensive on your PC or your laptop, because Roll20 is pretty simple. Now, when you get into something like Foundry, especially. Oh, thanks for the follow, Warlock. And thank you. Oh, I didn't see 32 minutes ago. JT over on Twitch side followed as well. Thank you very much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like Foundry can get very heavy on your computer because you can do a lot with it. Like JJ was talking about one of the private games that he was in for a while, and the DM for that. I wish I had the time to set something like this up, but he was running Curse of Strahd, and he was saying that that DM would have like flyby camera angles of whatever the main town is in the Curse of Strahd. I can't remember what he said it was. But yeah, he would have like full graphic 3D renderings of towns and maps, and basically just have a background video playing. And plus, with the amount of dice, like, I don't know if you've watched Fear of Ages Past, but the number of dice that get rolled on a regular basis, like, sometimes I'll call for, say, I don't know, some roll or something, and there will be 40 dice rolling across the screen at one time. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but not really. Because, for example, whenever Michaela rolls, like, for example, an awareness roll or a scan roll, one of the two, I can't remember. One of those skills she's got a ton of dice in. Or when Thrush, Frost character, rolls an awe roll, it's like 8 dice that get rolled for that one skill. It's crazy. Owlbear, is that another VTT? That's one that I have not heard of, is Owlbear. Now, what do I do with this up here? Do I do anything with this up here is the question. I do think I want to get rid of... well, I don't know. Do I want to get rid of some of these? Why is that at a weird angle? So, I'll just have this littered with them, I think. The little tiny, tiny ones. With 2,000 safety tools? I don't even know what that means. Safety tools? Is that like where they have you fill out a questionnaire and ask you what are some sensitive topics that you don't want covered? In which case I'm with you like that. You know, I might not touch on it a whole lot, but you know, I let every one of my players know, like, look, I will probably have like slavery and, you know, prostitution and, you know, things like that mentioned in game. You know what? I want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, the whole point of... Yeah, exactly. Like, the whole point, in my opinion, the whole point of these TTRPG games is for you to create a character. I mean, it's escapism. You want to create a character that is better than yourself, something that you wish you could be, something that you would aspire to be if you could. And the whole point of them is to overcome adversity. And what is adversity? Adversity are situations that are unsafe, that are, well, bad, evil. And so wanting to exclude them from your games, it's basically making the whole aspect of creating a character pointless. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to create a character that is just like you, what's the point of creating a character? Just go out and do something. If it's you, just go out and do it. If you want to do something that's you would aspire to do, then create a character to do that. Oh, well. Yeah, we can, yeah. You can call me a cocksucker if you want, I don't care. Now, Captain Wilhelm won't take that too kindly, I don't think. Well, sure, okay. Fantastic, I see your point. And there's, I don't know, those situations are few and far between, as you say, it's rare. But I don't know, I feel like that's something that you would probably know about that person to begin with. And you'd probably steer clear of that kind of thing just naturally. Or maybe not. I don't know. But the whole idea of quote-unquote safety tools is just odd to me. It's just odd. And I just gotta say, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But regardless, Stamp scale is 5. Okay. So we're doing multiple. They're on layer 0. That's good. I tend to agree, Warlock. You have a phobia of dogs? That's interesting. I didn't know you had a phobia of dogs. So, like, do you get, like, sweaty or something whenever my dogs come on camera? I don't mean that as a slight. I'm genuinely curious. Like, how does that manifest? On screen is not real. All right, later, Sir Clueless. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. I don't know why it skipped little areas, but I'm going to have to go in and just place them. I don't know why I wouldn't place them in these areas. Hey, Paul Farrell, what's up, dog? What gives you the idea that I am from somewhere other than Earth? Is there some sort of alien or ethereal quality about me? Is it the red beard? Is it the gingerness? My SUV with a bed is good. It does what I ask it to do, and that's all I can say. Let me see. What else do we have? Well, Biggles, you got me. Alright, what can I say? Just know that when I take over, you were the first one. I'll give you the credit of being the first one to know. Evil mushrooms? Interesting. I gotta figure something else out for... Because there's that the northern edge of the cavern is... and maybe, I don't know. I'd probably keep this area clear just because this is probably going to be an area where there's a fight or something. But this up here, I feel like there has to be something, and I'm not sure what. I could just make more of those platforms or whatever. Let's see. I'm looking for inspiration on Google. Just looking at images and stuff like that. And I don't want to do more of the same necessarily. Excuse me. But I've got plenty of water. Plenty of little natural pools and stuff like that. What game am I making a map for? This is actually... So it's not for any game in particular. This is it's a challenge that Tabitha, Dreaming Tabitha, if you're familiar, it's a challenge that she and I are kind of cooperating on. Let's see. Let me see. I've got, I've got tunes playing for you guys, and I've got separate tunes which are copywritten playing for myself. So let me see. So basically, Paul, she and I were, we generated a prompt through Grok. And I am creating a dungeon, and she's creating a character. She's drawn up a character that she's gonna maybe an explorer of sorts. Well, if it isn't our favorite Secretary Nugget, how are you this morning? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this clear. If I zoom out and look at the grand scope of it, get the whole picture. It is still a little bare, I think. Nice, Warlock. I like it. We're going to save this real quick just in case my PC crashes. Which, given the tech issues, it very well could crash. So, let's see. I don't know, guys. What do you think goes up here? Should there be something up here in the anyway? Or should I just leave it blank? Leave it empty. Make sure you guys can kind of see. So you can get a good look at it. See, there's the full scope of it, of this whole cavern. If I can get the whole thing on there. So this is the full scope of this cavern. And you can see, make sure I get all of it. There's just a random pool. Narrows out. There's our little hallucinogenic pool down here, surrounded by fairy and or fey magic. There's a layer down here, I think. I might put a little bit more in here. Just a little bit more clutter. And then another waterborne trail with some, like, toadstool rock formations. There's little, very tiny, tiny spiky stalagmites that you see in caves coming up. And then there's this. Oh, good God. Really, Warlock? Really? What's up, Nozaku boy? Is this to grid scale? I mean, I can show you the grid. So, yeah. Sort of. Um, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I'm not super worried about the grid scale. Um, because I'm not going to be playing on it necessarily. But yeah, I mean, you could say that. This trap here is 5x5. 5 feet by 5 feet, I should say. The stalagmites are a little bit different. They might not necessarily be to scale. But they look better that way, and that's what I'll say about that. They look better the way that they are than if I had put them to scale, just simply because the as I was saying earlier, it would have been the fact that the map itself is top down and the stalagmites are like isometric. It just didn't quite look right. And admittedly, it still doesn't look... It's still a little bit off, but it looks better with them being as small as they are. Yeah, well, and I kind of did that on purpose, though. So the passage being a bit of a squeeze is what prompted you. Yeah. So that I kind of did that on purpose because, I mean, a lot of natural caves are going to have those very tight corridors. Like, have you ever watched those videos of people, like, crawling in those really tight caverns? It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how people do that. It just makes me... I'm not necessarily claustrophobic, and it made me claustrophobic. Alright, so maybe... let's see. I might try to go for another half an hour. And then, because I can feel the block coming on. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like the creative block that you get whenever you do something for long enough. But bear with me for just a second. I'm not going to switch screens because last time I did Streamlabs took a poo-poo. But I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Yes. Share stream. All hail that's so funny. I don't know why that's as funny as it is, but it's funny. Okay. No such thing as a creative block when you aren't creative. Well, I can't really argue with it. Or you could say that you're in a permanent state of having a creative block. I don't necessarily consider myself creative, but I will do some things and I will adjust. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, look, obsidian platforms. That would have been useful to see. I don't have a green screen, as you can see. It might be something I invest in the future, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see, I'm trying to find something that might fit down here. I saw those obsidian platforms. I'll throw one of those down. I'll throw one of those down and see. Oh, look at these. Spells? Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we could throw one of these down. Yeah, nah. No, that ain't working for me. It ain't doing nothing for me, guys. It ain't doing nothing. Rune stones. Let's throw a grappling hook down there just because. Boom. There's a grappling hook that somebody left behind. Okay, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a green screen, but what I would like even more is having like just a good background. And hopefully when I start making a little bit more money, I'll be able to afford to redo my upstairs. Of course, when the hell am I going to have time to do that? But once I get that done, I'll be able to curate it a little bit better than this. I'll have a much flatter surface, a nice wall, to hang stuff on and all kinds of good stuff. Let's see. I mean, I could just do more of the same. That's the sucky part. Like, I don't want to necessarily do more of the same, but right now I'm just kind of lost. So, let's move over here. Let's move over here and see. So, what do you guys think about this room? You think it looks a little bare? You think it needs something? I need some input here. Maybe once a pop-up saving window gets out of the way. I was saying earlier, for those who weren't here, probably, I love the part about this room. I just decided to take like a line drawing footprint tool and draw some footprints going to this wall and having nothing. It doesn't go anywhere. They just stop at this wall. But you can see I've got several pillars, some of them broken and fallen over. Let's see. I've got, you know, obviously. Yeah, exactly. You want to know what's even more evil, Chrysanth? Check this out. This here, I just decided there are 4 chairs in this little room surrounding a doll head. But that could have story implications, as I have also placed the body of the doll here. It could mean nothing. It could be, I don't know, it could be something. That's the thing, Chrysanth. Why? That's the thing. And if there's anything that I have come to learn from running the Call of Cthulhu game, is that I very much enjoy making everybody paranoid. It gives me so much pleasure. Especially when they are completely wrong about what's going on. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. My goodness, I'm evil. If I was that evil, I'd be able to kill my characters, no problem. It's the only characters that die though are my own. Like I can't seem to kill any other players. I could just drop, you know, Yogg-Sothoth on them and, you know, just be like, okay, well, you're fighting Yogg-Sothoth now, so. Yeah, maybe. That's kind of what I was thinking, Biggles. Like, they can do that when they unite the pieces, it reincarnates like it did in that, in the manga, or manga. Yeah, perhaps. Like I said, I just put it there. Whoever, like, if for some reason, like, so JJ and I are thinking about putting all of the maps that, that I make up on Patreon. And so if somebody decides that they want to use this, hell yeah, man. Like, that'd be awesome. That's probably something that if I were running this, that's probably something that I would do. But knowing this, like, this is a dungeon that I know for a fact would probably take, especially with the groups that I tend to play with, this is a dungeon that would take them probably, 3 sessions, maybe 4. A good, very efficient group would go through and just mosey on through it, no problem. But yeah, I'm thinking, this is a dungeon, so there's probably going to be, in each one of these areas, there's probably going to be at least an encounter. Something up here would probably be an encounter somewhere. Down here would be an encounter somewhere. In here would probably be an encounter. In here is definitely going to be an encounter. In here is definitely going to be an encounter. I could mod Chrysanth. But I have a feeling that Chrysanth appreciates being part of a chat where she's not actually a mod. It's a nice change of pace for her where she's not actually required to do anything. Yes, he would. JT would definitely run away in those encounters. But hey, it's self-preservation. Yeah, if nothing else, Chrysanth, you can look at this channel as giving you something to do without having to do anything. Yeah, if we get to the point where we're like, Moonskull size, then yeah, we'll probably need some mods. Right now, that's not necessarily the case. So at this point, I'm kind of, I might throw, there we go. The most attractive dungeon master, the sweep. You are too much. Please. Yeah, I guess there was a vote too. I didn't know. I had no idea. This is news to me. We're just going to throw some runestones in there. And, maybe they mean something and maybe they don't. Well, you know what? Just to give this area a little bit of something, there'll be runestones there. Nobody knows how they got there. Nobody knows what they say. Unless the DM decides that, there's something on them. And yeah, that's about it. We're going to go with that. Sweep, I'm going to need you to to tell me who all was at this meeting. I'm going to need their names, phone numbers, and cup sizes, please. And whether they voted yay or nay. Obviously, I'm going to need to know that. What do you think there's an electoral college for this kind of thing, Biggles? No. This is a pure constitutional this isn't a constitutional republic here. All right, not when we're talking about attractive DMs. This is 100% democracy. A direct democracy, as it were. And yes, it is a mob rule type situation. And if the mob dictates that I shall be king of the attractive dungeon masters, then so be it. I shall bear this burden. Yeah, I know. Warlock, yeah. Considering our audience is like 99.3% male, I would guess you are correct. Ugh. If it was... You might be right. I don't know. I am curious if you guys think this area needs any more. Because honestly, it being this open, 99.3% and 1 nugget. That's about right, yeah. The few females seem to all be pretty. Yeah, I tend to like to have this open, this area a little bit more open. Because I do imagine there's going to be a fight in here. Maybe skeletons or kobolds or something. If nothing else, maybe I could put more statues. Here, why don't we do that? We're going to look for some jungle statues. Yeah, Chrysanthus cool as hell. She doesn't like to bully too many people. Only the people she really... Chrysanthus only bullies the people she really, really likes. Almost caught up on Moonskull, then I'll start Dragon shows. Not sure which I'm going to start with first. Yeah. Well, Moonskull's got a lot of content to catch up on, so if you're almost caught up on everything, that's impressive. Well done with that. As far as the Dragon's Tavern shows, it depends on what you're looking for. So Fear of Ages Past is a little bit... It's more produced. I edit it and I add, some sound effects. I don't add sound effects for absolutely everything, but just like, ambience and music and stuff. But it's a lot more serious in tone. If you like Lord of the Rings, you'll probably like this one because it's set in Middle Earth. The other one is definitely Smoke and Barrel is Pirates, and it's definitely a lot funnier. It's a lot funnier. And it's a lot more off the wall. 3'6". Exactly. Let's see. Broken Totems. Yeah, everybody in Smoking Barrel does have a bad memory. I have a terrible memory. Just adding some more rubble around. Just cuz. Let's see. There should be... Boop. And... Boop. Well, the problem is like I'm a lot better at taking notes on paper, so I need to start doing that a lot better, or a lot more, because the note section is in Foundry is kind of buried. Yeah, you probably do, Bickles. You probably do. Yeah, it's not super intuitive, the note taking on Foundry. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, just adding a little bit more here and there, I think is good. Maybe I'll throw... You know, I should do that, Warlock. Yeah. Chrysanth, maybe we do have a job for you. I take well enough notes to remember who most of the people are. Or I take notes well enough. Or I take good enough notes. I take notes well enough. You know what I mean. There we go. Oh, what did I just do? Dang it! Stop it! There we go. Yeah, that's all we need. All we need is clutter. That's what this map needs, is clutter. Well, the party itself in Smoke and Barrel is just so... It's probably the wackiest party I've ever seen. Make like a teenage father and leave. Talk to you later. Enjoy the morning stream. Almost noon, so almost drinking time. I hear you, my friend. I'm about ready to end the stream myself because Daddy's getting a little hungry. The cat, the goblin, and dog might draw the crew into. Yeah, yeah. And honestly, Wilhelm just kind of got voted into it because he got the killing shot on, I forget who it was. But he's just like, all right, yeah, I'll be captain, whatever. But anyway. All right, chat. Well, hey, you know, I appreciate everybody stopping by. It's been a good time. We got a little bit done, and I might work on this a little bit later on today. I don't know, because I've got other games to prepare for, and I like to do that early, so that way if I got to make any last-minute adjustments, I can do that. But Daddy's got to go get something to eat. So, with that, I think I will big you... I'll plug the other shows, which, you know, because I might as well. Moonskull, Call of Cthulhu, Mondays, check it out. Fridays, starting in a couple weeks, is Strange Aeons. I will be part of that as well. Wednesday After Dark, every other Wednesday. We might go every Wednesday. I don't know, but we're still talking about that. And then obviously over here, we've been talking about Smoke and Barrel. If you haven't watched Smoke and Barrel, do it. Watch Smoke and Barrel. Also, if you haven't watched Fear of Ages Past, do it. Fear of Ages Past is awesome. And yes, the artwork for Strange Aeons looks so good. It does, Chrysanth. I love the artwork for Strange Aeons. It looks really good. Also, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, artwork that gets made for these shows, I put it all up at the end of Fear of Ages Past. So go and check that out as well. It really is a cherry on top of editing those videos. So go and check those out as well. And if you have ideas for artwork, if you're artistic at all, or even if you're good with AI prompts, I am not good with AI prompts. If you're good with those, do that as well, because I love throwing that at the end of Fear of Ages Past. Anyway, with that, I bid you all Adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.